when you're starting from nothing like I did several years ago. 3 main wealth killers can sneak into your finances without you even realizing it. You're working hard, you're tired, yet you feel like you can never catch a break. Here's why. I'm Rosie. You just gotta do it scared. On this entrepreneurial journey, I've discovered the top 3 hidden dangers that can quietly drain your money. And there's a good chance it's actually impacting you right now without you even realizing it. I've built a real estate portfolio worth over $1.5 million in just under 2 years by avoiding these very critical money mistakes. The number 1 wealth killer: lifestyle inflation. This is actually numbing to your finances. Here's how it happens. As you start making more money, you start spending more money. A new car, a better house, new clothes, I mean, you name it. There's nothing more exciting than getting that new job and celebrating with something that you feel you deserve because you worked so hard for it. So even though now you're making more money, somehow it happens again. You're waiting for the next paycheck in order to keep up with your lifestyle. But here's the thing, even though you're earning more, by the time you know it, you're living paycheck to paycheck. And you end up not even seeing any other way outside of this lifestyle that you've built for yourself. So now it becomes harder to save, pay off debt, or even have the flexible funds to be able to invest. Live below your means. There's really no way around this. When you get a raise, this is not the time to move your apartment up to the top floor or even get a new car. What do you mean you got a new car, but there was nothing really wrong with the old one? You just wanted to upgrade and, get a bit more nicer. In this economy, this is the season to practice the value of sowing a seed, to see your foundation of wealth. You didn't come to life to just work and pay more bills. You're building a strong foundation for lasting wealth. So make the necessary sacrifices, only but for a season that could transform your life forever. And it's not even about, I've accomplished all of this, but I can't just keep living in poverty. Don't be that dramatic. Don't be dramatic.
I suffered for 19 years. It's time for me to shake my ass on a yacht.
If your next paycheck did not come in, how are you going to survive? Those are questions you need to start asking yourself. What are you paying for that your next paycheck depends on so badly that your whole life will come crumbling down if you don't receive the next couple of paychecks? This is the season to rethink where and how you're spending your money. Let's lock in on this. The second wealth killer I want us to avoid, and what I did, it transformed my finances, is ignoring the power of compound interest. This one's sneaky because think about it. If you don't even have a high yield savings account or even a money market account, how are you even going to know that you're leaving money on the table? Let me tell you something. Automating my payments into my investment account and then reinvesting the earnings on it is really what catapulted my portfolio. And when it came to real estate investing, it gave me that net worth I needed to be able to move so quickly. Now it's like I've created my own little banking system. If I needed funds for another project or another investment, well, I can refinance if the rates make sense and boom, be able to allow that funding to work for me as well. Being wise, right, that the investment is more likely to make more than the loan that I've pulled for my equity. This is the level of leverage that I want you to have access to. Oh, and if you've been thinking about high yield savings accounts, the best money market accounts, all these accounts, I am putting in work, okay? So just don't waste any time. Hit that subscribe button, and while you're down there, like this video because I'm about to release some videos to go in depth on accounts that you can choose from and also getting started with investing. So stay tuned. When you start investing, even if to you it's a small amount, it's going to snowball. And over time, you're going to see the impact. When I started, when I was barely making $12 an hour, it looked like tiny little dots in there. And I was like, oh, I made $1. Oh, I made a few dollars. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I got a few $100. That's real cool. But what I was doing was building the habit, right? That when the 6-figure job came in and I had my systems already set, then it's like, boom, at one point I was just dumping in thousands at a time and it was still able to grow, able to compound. Thank goodness the market was really good in terms of growth with the tech ETFs that I had, that it completely exploded my portfolio. Here's how I want you to think about compound interest: addition and multiplication. Hold on, stay with me. 2 plus 2 gives us 4. 2 times 2 still gives us 4. Now, 4 plus 4 gives us 8. Hello? 4 times 4 gives us 16. And if we keep going, you see how multiplication continues to expand and grow. In the simplest form, this is how you are losing out on opportunity for compound interest to work in your favor. So at the least, start with institutions that are established that offer you a higher interest rate. Then come in and absorb all that I'm teaching about index funds, ETFs, and all the basics so you can start creating a portfolio that fits your financial needs. Here's a quick challenge I have for you. Look in your spending right now with the money coming in and the money going out. Can you find, let's say, $100, $50 every single month that you can even put in towards your Roth IRA and buy some ETFs in there, or a brokerage account and buy some ETFs in there? And I have a video that goes in depth on ETFs that have good performance, so I'll put it at the end for you. I just keep on saying I'll put these videos at the end for you because your sis is going to work, okay? Hit the subscribe button so that you're fully aware on all the content that we're creating for you, sharing my journey in hopes that it inspires you and gives you some fundamentals and sparks an interest for you to take charge of your financial future. Let's move on to the next one. Our third wealth killer. We got to talk about the debt trap. As a matter of fact, I should have put this one because you shouldn't be investing if you have serious personal debt. It just defeats the whole purpose. Your interest rates are high on these crazy personal loans, credit card debt, and things like that. Those need to be taken care of and cleared of. If you want a video, let me know. I've got some ways I cleared my debt and build my credit, but those things are priorities that you got to take care of first before even looking into investing. Even car loans. Think about the note that you're paying on that car. What is it really costing you? And then I have found out folks are here getting loans on their own paycheck, as in you are borrowing money that you haven't earned yet. Oh no, we have to change that. That has to absolutely be demolished. But here's the truth. Every dollar that you're paying in interest is actively working against you, working against this wealth that you're supposed to be building. You want to talk about no weapon shall form against you? Your weapon is your debt. Let's take care of it. So what's our solution? You know it's always simple, but it's never easy because we're accustomed to a way of living, a certain lifestyle, and changing it, even though we desire for change, we don't desire it enough to sacrifice for a season. Stop using your credit cards and thinking it's somebody else's money and you take care of it later. I actually use my credit card like a debit card. Yes, I make that like bi-monthly payments, but I only spend money on the credit card that I would have spent if I had the debit card, right? So I don't have any balances that's just chilling on the credit card from a personal perspective. So if you've got some debt that you're trying to get rid of, number one, never be scared to call them and negotiate, okay? Sometimes if they've already sold off the debt, it's much easier to negotiate it because they've already been paid on the balance that you owe them already. But call and negotiate. You just never know, because an organization will be happy to take a percentage of what you owe than absolutely nothing at all. But if you're also ready to pay down some of your debts, I've used what they call the snowball method before. What they do is they list all the debt. So you're going to list all the debt that you have from the smallest amount to the largest amount, and you forget about the interest rates for now. You just focus on the balances that's due on all your debt that you have. Then you're going to go ahead and pay the minimum on every single one of them but the smallest amount, because the goal is for you to double down on the smallest amount and pay it off completely, whilst you're just giving minimums to all the others. Then eventually you're going to work your way up or down that ladder, taking care of the debt and paying it off. The good thing about this method is it kind of gives you motivation, because you can see that you've taken care, you've checked off the list on some of the debt that you have, and it motivates you to keep that snowball effect going. So these are the 3 wealth killers that we really need to be talking about it much more and putting things in effect that it does not kill our dollars. Lifestyle inflation, ignoring compound interest, and the debt trap. This is what is keeping you from taking crucial steps towards the financial security that you desire for yourself. Remember, it is not about how much you make. I was in a job where I was side by side with doctors, and to see doctors who are living what you would consider a good, lavish lifestyle, and for a doctor to sit me down, and a few of them, and tell me, Rosie, I'm gonna have to work until they just take me out of here in my box, because guess what? Who's gonna take care of my children? Who's gonna take care of this life that I have built? Because they've built a life that is right up there, if not exceeding the amount of money that is coming into them already. So it shows you that at the fundamental, when you have little and you don't steward it properly, you're bound to put yourself at a much greater risk. And don't get overwhelmed. And that's why you've got me to bring you some information and help spark those creative juices to make a plan for yourself. Oh, and I heard you guys and I created the ultimate ETF guide. I'm going to put the link in the description for you. It is accessible and available to everybody. So go ahead and grab it. Grab it and understand the fundamental, the basics. I've had some folks reaching out to me wanting even more step by step. So I'm putting something together. Get on that email list so when I do put something out, you'll be the first to know. I am excited about this journey for you. I know you'll enjoy this video that I've made for you next. So you got to check it out. I believe in you. You got to be consistent. You got to be patient, but you got to see it through, because around here we do it scared. We do it scared.